With the greatest obstacle to South Korea's upward climb is its geography. No one has ever tried to cut a road through its 69,000 kilometers rocky landscape until now. $15 billion of rail tracks, tunnels, and bridges, paving the way for one of the fastest trains in the world. The KTX is heavier than the Eiffel Tower and longer than 4 football fields. Tunnel size have to be enlarged to 107 meters square. New tunnels are much larger than Germany's 82 meters square and France's 62 meters square. Enlarging tunnels also set up a new problem. When 700 tons of metal traveling at 300 km per hour, things can get noisy. There's only one way for the air to escape. It does so just like a bullet leaving the barrel of the gun. The resulting sonic boom can be heard and felt from miles away. To solve this potential problem, the Koreans decided to change their tunnel mouth into the shape of the bell. As the train exits, it directs the air upwards, away from the train, therefore reducing high pressure built up in the tunnel. The design helps reduce noise and vibration by more than 30%. 290 square kilometers of South Korea is occupied by water, so 100 bridges have to be built. But how do you build more than 100 bridges in just 6 years? The team turned to a new method of bridging assembly called the PSM. PSM cut down the bridge building from a month to just 3 days. PSM fabricate in sections at temporary factories near the site. To transport the bridge section, a monster machine is required. This is the settled career. 600 tons of bridge section is just like a piece of cake for this giant. Each cubic meter of these bridges is capable for supporting 50 tons, creating a total capacity of 7,600 tons, more than enough for the 700 tons KTX trains. Now face a river of metal and concrete that refuse to stop. BC Highway is an important link between Seoul and the port of Busan. Engineers have to find a way for the train to cross it. Engineers assemble the arch bridge alongside the highway. The bridge constructed first, and then the supporting framework is built at either end in preparation for the actual rotation. A temporary pillar is anchored at one end with the rotating device. In theory, the rotating mechanism will be able to turn the framework slowly around to reach its supporting pillar on the other side of the highway. The process may sound straightforward, but there are lots of unknowns that make the procedure one of the riskiest parts of the KTX project. The day finally arrives for the engineers. The bridge is built and all the supporting structures for turning it are in place. The bridge rotation begins, moving 7 cm in every minute. From start to finish, the dangerous journey of the arch bridge over the highway takes over 13 hours. After a long day, the arch bridge finally moved into position. Tunnels and bridge construction are well underway. The railway is starting to take shape in South Korea. Meanwhile in France, Korean engineers are busy making final adjustments for the KTX train. 12 KTX trains arrived in Korea. Engineers hope to build another 36 trains on home ground. The KTX is much better than the France TGV in design. The KTX is heavier than TGV for more than 300 tons. This train can hold 935 passengers. Despite its big proportion, the KTX still needs to reach 300 km per hour. The only solution is further streamline the nose of the train. It can resist the air resistance across its surface. Engineers look into an unlikely source for inspiration. When it comes to high speed, nothing in water can beat a shark. The shark's head does most of the aerodynamic work, forming low pressure area for the body to slip into. Engineers applied similar principle to KTX. In wind tunnel, the same shark-like effect can be seen around the lead car. But not only the appearance engineers have to look out for. The size of the KTX also leads to increased level of noise and vibration when trains run at high speed. New modifications are needed. Conventional wheelbases, known as bogies, tend to become unstable and noisy when trains run at high speed. We define the problem. Engineers discarded the traditional bogie system. Create a more stable connection. Effectively cut down the noise and vibration. New bogie works like a skeleton joint, supporting the joint bones. After 12 long years and combined efforts of the workforce 11 million, the railway line from Seoul to Busan is finally open. It's the first time in history any location in South Korea can be reached from Seoul within just half a day.
In the olden days, we had sufficient time to sleep, even when we traveled from Seoul to Daejeon. But now I realize that by traveling at such high speeds, you are unable to sleep.
With the KTX breaking 300 km per hour barrier, South Korea has become one of the 5 countries in the world to develop high-speed railway technology. KTX trains now run 24 hours 7 days a week, arriving on time at every station at a super 98% punctuality rate.
You cannot imagine the feelings, the inspired feelings. Wow, I did it!